let me know. I think my background music is very loud. Let me know, please. Help me. Happy, what is today? Happy Thursday, everyone. Hello, hello. No sound? Absolutely no sound? Please hold. Is that better? Maybe not. How about that? Is that better? Do I need to be even louder? Can't hear you. You're very quiet and the music is loud. Okay. Let me know. Share stream. Ayo. Let me know if I need to be even louder. Because as of right now, yeah, I think I need to be even louder. Because I'm like not even going half into the green. I did not even hear music. Oh, wow. I cannot hear you over Catan still being in your collection. Jenna, stop whispering. How is that? Is that better? I think that might be the perfect spot. I don't know. Please let me know. I refreshed and still hear nothing. Oh. Let me see if I hear anything. Please hold, everyone. How is that? Is that better? That's better. That might be the perfect spot. I don't know. Please let me know. Gotta love listening to myself. Okay. Hi, friends. Sorry about that. For some reason, when I switch over from streaming on either Twitch or YouTube, switching from the two, my mic gets like all messed up. So, yes. Anyways, hello. How's everyone doing? I hear better now. Sounds more better. Perfect. Good. I turned my volume on full blast to hear. Then I got a WhatsApp ding. I broke a few dishes. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? All right. So, today, everyone, we are playing Dragon Eclipse, which huge thank you to Awaken Realms for sending over this prototype. I actually mentioned, because I worked with them for the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition, and after I was finished with that, I saw that they had Dragon Eclipse coming out, and I just mentioned that I was interested in it, and they sent over a prototype. So I'm super excited to look at this. This is not sponsored. I have never actually received any money from Awaken Realms. I didn't get paid for the Castles of Burgundy. Obviously, I did get a finished copy of the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition, so that was like my payment for featuring it, which I was totally fine with because I absolutely love the Castles of Burgundy. And then this one here, I genuinely was just like so excited to look more into it because typically I don't go for these types of games, like the very like combat driven types of games, but for some reason Dragon Eclipse, it is a solo and 2-player game, so 1 to 2 players, and it is a story that you're going through and you are discovering these creatures that you can eventually tame and like add on to your roster of like these little creatures. And I was just obsessed with the way that the game looked, and I just genuinely was really interested in it, so I asked them, and they sent me a prototype, and I'm excited to show you guys today. Real pumped. Excited to catch more dragons. I am so excited for this. You guys have no idea. The different, even like on the campaign page, they have even more of the different creatures. I'm going to show you guys all of the creatures, but there's even more being added, and all of the creatures are just so freaking pretty. Like, I can't get over the art in this game and all of the different creatures that you can eventually like tame and have in your roster. It is just so cool to me. They also have the most fabulous minis, and I just am genuinely so excited to play this with you guys. So hopefully you enjoy. I know a lot of you did want to see how the gameplay of this worked. Originally I was going to do a video on this, but after I played, basically in the prototype, we were given 2 different scenarios. I believe in the final product, there's going to be like a ton more of scenarios that you can go through. So we were given just a little bit of like a taste of the game. So we got 2 scenarios. I played the first scenario last week and really enjoyed it. And now we are going through scenario 2 today. I don't know if I'm going to go through the entire thing. It depends on how long the scenario is. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I going on about? Yeah, we're going through 2 scenarios. I'm going through the second one now. Pumped. Probably my end. I have it all maxed and barely hear a whisper. Oh no. Zypher, I hope you can figure that out. Dragon Eclipse, cute dragons. They're not even all dragons. Like, there's one, I know you know, Alex, but this bulb one, this guy right here, this is my life. Look at how freaking cute this, I originally thought his name was Blob, but it's Bulb. Bulb. Bulb is the cutest man in the world. And I'm so excited to eventually be able to tame him and have him in my roster. Because I love Bulb, and Bulb will forever be my Bulb. They had me at the minis on this one. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I can't get over it. This game makes me wish I could paint minis. Tasha, I do think that this game is going to make me want to paint the minis. This is one of them. I'm gonna go to the overhead camera just so I can show you some of the minis. This is generally what it looks like. This is a, what is this? Playmat. So they do have the playmats. You're like able to get them in the like fancy edition of it, but for the just like standard edition of it, it's actually very well priced. I think it's like $55 for the standard edition. I believe that is in USD, or is it in Euro? Not 100% sure, but it's always different for us in Canada. Everything is usually more expensive than that. But yeah, 55 either Euro or USD, I think is a really good price for the standard edition. And the arena is actually a book that you open and go through. There are different arena pages, but in the fancy deluxe edition, you do get these like, what are these called? Playmats. What is the material? Why can't I? What is this material? It starts with an A. Maybe not. Yeah, so 55 USD for the standees. In the deluxe edition, Team Standee, nice. In the deluxe edition, you do get the minis. And then I believe there is one step up from the deluxe edition that you get the mats. Neoprene. Why did I think it was an A? Maybe I was thinking acrylic, but these are definitely not acrylic mats. Can you imagine having acrylic play mats? Nat. Aeroprene. Anyways, yes, so like I was saying, the deluxe edition does come with the minis and a lot of other things. There's also like booster packs and stuff, which a lot of people are saying that the booster packs are a little bit weird, but what I'm getting from the booster packs is they're basically just like hidden cards that you eventually get to open. So if you've played any sort of like Decorum, stuff like that, have these like things that you open and then you get surprise stuff. That's kind of what it is. It's not like a booster pack where like every booster pack is random. I think it's just that you have hidden information that eventually you get to open, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting from the booster packs, but I could be wrong. There's an unsilent A in the beginning you can't see. Yes. It's neoprene with an A. Y'all are funny. Nat, you made me snort laugh. I'm usually team standee, but these minis look so nice. Oh, I think that's what I was talking about. It was the minis. I do really want to paint the minis. They look fantastic. I also am pretty sure I moved to this so that I could show you guys the fantastic minis. This is the Emberling that I started off with. At the beginning of the first scenario, I was able to pick from the Emberling or the Iceling. Is that what it's called? The Ice. Yeah, so there's the Emberling and the Iceling. Basically Squirtle or Charizard, or Squirtle or Charmander, not Charizard. Anyone would choose Charizard over Squirtle. Poor Squirtle. But yes, I ended up picking the Emberling. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm probably going to get them sun-dropped. Not sure my painting would do them justice. Yeah, so if you, the one above the deluxe edition has the sun-dropped minis. These are sun-dropped. So honestly, like, they don't even need painting when you have the sun-drop, because it just adds that, like, depth of, like, the shadows and stuff like that. We also have some more in here, which I do want to show you my bulb. That sounds so funny. This is Bulb. Come on, Bulb. Come on, Bulb. Why are you not focusing on Bulb? There we go. There's Bulb. He's so cute. I love him. I love him so much. I would probably paint him. There's so many cool minis. This one, if it would. There you go. Wow. Not sure if it is. There you go. Bulb doesn't want to say hello. It's shy. It is shy. Poor Bulb. There's this guy here as well. This little tiny. I think this is called a Furple. A Furple. But I think they have it scratched out on the campaign page now. So I think they're changing its name to something else. It was originally called the Furple, but I think it's being changed to a something Quake? Quake? Something Quake? I think. Anyways, yeah. There's a bunch of different minis. I will have to take out some new ones eventually. But I say we get right into the scenario. Basically, you have this scenario book, this adventure journal. And each of the scenarios is broken up into two different phases. So there are the adventure phase, and then there's also the combat phase. And there can be more than one of each of them in the adventure or in the scenario. So you do have, for each of the scenarios, an introduction and a setup, and then it tells you to go to a certain script in the book. So there's just a bunch of different scripts kind of bringing you along on this adventure. Pine Quake. Is it Pine Quake or Pine Quake? I think it's Pine Quake. But Quake sounds funny. It sounds a little bit too close to another word. So I'm going to say it's... No, it is. It's Pine Quake. Because it'd be like squeak without the S. So it's Pine Quake? Pine Quake sounds funny. I think I like Furple better. What's up, Jenna? Have been considering backing this. 925 gamers, hello. Welcome to the stream. I am very excited to get into this. I have a feeling we're not going to get through the whole campaign. I'm starting now, and it's like almost 2. I'll probably stream until 4, because Francis has finished work at 4, and then it's a play on Pipsqueak. Okay, that's cute. Pinequeak, Pipsqueak, that's cute. Okay. If I don't think of it as 2 separate words, pine and queek, just one word, Pinequeak, play on Pipsqueak, that's cute. I like that. Thanks for letting me know that, Brian. But yes, Francis finishes work at 4, and then I think we are getting ready, and then we're going to the mall. So we have to buy some costumes for a friend's birthday that we're going to next weekend. I think it's next weekend. My friends are having a Lord of the Rings inspired or themed birthday party. So we're going to go get some Lord of the Rings costumes. And I'm also getting a new phone. I'm upgrading to the iPhone 15. I don't know if I'll be able to get it today, but I am part of like the buy in something back, bring back program. I don't know what it's called. But like basically you have a phone for 2 years and then you trade it in for a new phone. And I always just like switching up and getting new phones. It's fun. And also my phone is a very big part of my work. So now that I've started doing a lot of like filming and stuff on my phone, I think it's really important to have the best possible phone for my content. So bring it back. There we go. Paria, thank you so much. Also, welcome to the stream. I think I saw that you were first in the chat, so appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. 925 gamers. 925 gamers. Awesome, thanks for streaming it. Oh, and it's pronounced 925. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. 9 to 5 gamers. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Shall we get into this? I will say that there are a few things that I'm bringing over from the last thing. So I do have some secrets. I do have some items. This is a campaign, so you do bring over things from other scenarios. So I have gained a few things in the last scenario that I'm bringing over here. I just got a new OnePlus. Really great affordable phones for general purposes. Very nice, Nat. A OnePlus. What is like the brand for a OnePlus? Let me know. All right. Who's ready for the introduction? This is like having to read in high school all over again. All right. The shadow in the sky heads towards Careburg. The fear in your heart begins to grow, but you try to ignore the biting feeling. If that thing really is a dragon, will it attack the city? Is it here because of some dire danger or tremor, perhaps? You stop the intrusive thoughts and take a deep breath. You're exhausted. What if you've seen something else? What if it was the shadow of a bird flock cast over the cloud? No, you don't believe it. It must have been a dragon. The forest is completely quiet, as if unsure of what awaits. No birds sing, no animals sneak around. No animals squeak around. No animals sneak around, and no creatures let out their distinct cries. Suddenly, the trees bend under a powerful gale as it strikes the hill. Bum, bum, bum! All right. I wonder if Awakened Realms will release the hyper... Pardon? I'm not reading that. Sir? Where is, where's George when you need him? OnePlus is the brand. They make Android phones. Okay. That must be a UK thing, because I've never heard of OnePlus before. Usually one price point lower than the top brands, but just as good in specs. Ooh, that's cool. That's very cool. All right, so for setup, the powerful gusts throw you to your knees. The chaos, the noise, it all makes the surreal day even more dreamlike. You glance at Galomo, which I got my Galomo. This is Galomo. So these are my two creatures. This is my little like creature encyclopedia. So whenever you get a creature, you place it in here. So I have my Emberling and I have my Galomo. You glance at Galomo, who guards your reptile companion in its arms. Their bond is really strong, although it is no more than a couple of hours old. Leave that to KDM. Kingdom Death Monster. This is the last chance to change your choice of your starting companion, who will assist you for the rest of the game. Take all cards behind the divider 1 and 2 and look at both Emberling and Iceling cards to help you choose between the two. If you change the creature, adjust the creature study. Return the unused creature with all of its card to the tray behind the divider. If you choose the Emberling, take all the neutral cards behind the divider too and place them into your unlocked card tray. If you've chosen Iceling, take all neutral cards behind divider 1 and place them into the unlocked card tray. So I'm sticking with my Emberling. I'm staying with Emberling. Camille is Team Iceling. Let me know in chat what team you guys are on. I'm Team Emberling because I do love the cute little Emberling. I will say I do have some Galomo cards in here, so those have to be taken away. Okay. Take all adventure cards, shuffle them, and draw 7 cards, 1 less for each fatigue you have, to a minimum of 4. Choose 3 cards and place them in the unlocked card tray. Shuffle the rest of the cards back to the achievement deck. Discard all fatigue cards. Okay. Take all advancement cards, shuffle them, and draw 7. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to do. I didn't have to do this in the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, you know what? I think they might be already. Yeah, I think that's right. Because you have like your basic attack cards, and then you have attack cards that are specific to your creature. I'm just going to keep it the way it is because I don't understand what they're saying there. Perform the deck construction. You can find deck construction rules in the rule book on page XXX. So they don't actually have it ready yet, but Team Emberling, fire, yes. Zach and Tasha, nice. All right. So, it says read script 1. So your creatures shift uneasily. They're on the verge of breaking into a run, not sure they should follow their instincts or stay with you. Several wild Galomos crawl from the ruins, looking longingly into the distance where the shadow disappeared. Some of them head in that direction, while others remain, probably still lured by the glowing crystals buried inside the ruins. You stand up, enveloped by the noise of the forest. You must return to the city and hope to get there before dawn. But before that, you should decide what to do about the Glomos, the reason you've come here in the first place. Choose one. So we're either going to leave the Glomos in peace. You are not certain if they could be the source of the tremors. Go to script 9, or startle them with the help of your Glomo. You are sure they are a threat, and you cannot allow them to cause any more troubles. Go to script 5. So I think I'm just gonna leave the Glomos in place. Or in peace. I don't think the Glomos are the source of the tremors. I don't think that they're the ones causing the issues. In my opinion, they're too cute to cause issues. Jenna would love to stay, but there is work meetings to attend. I will watch the stream later. Have a wonderful day, and everyone else as well. Brian, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully work goes well and you finish up and you can have the rest of the day to relax. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream a little bit later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I think I'm going to leave the Glomos in peace. So I go to script 9. Where is script 9? Script 9. You shake your head. Those few Glomos couldn't possibly be responsible for the quakes. You observe, as most of them bury themselves in the moss and brambles to wait out the night, and the rest curiously examine the buried ruins. Go to script 2. Back to script 2. What? Death to all Glomos. Get out of here, Nat. Yeah. 3 cards for Emberling, plus any cards you want from neutral cards or cards, same as your Emberling elementals. So, in this case, fire. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Because I do have all neutral cards except for 1, 2, 3 Emberling cards, and then the rest of them are neutral. 1, 2, 3. I do have a fatigue, which I should have taken out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So your deck is always going to be 10 cards, and this game has a little bit of, or quite a bit of deck construction. So you're always going to be working with 10 cards in your deck, and depending on what creature you're using, obviously you would switch out the elemental cards, and you're always going to have like some different neutral cards as well that you can switch out between, and you can kind of create your own deck of 10. So thank you so much. I knew all of that, Camille, but I wasn't like 100% sure of the wording on that. So I was assuming I did it correctly, aside from the fact that I didn't take out the fatigue. All right. What did it tell me to do? I think it told me to go to 3, or not 3, 2, right? It says go to script 2. So we go back to script 2. The trees dance wildly in the wind. Their branches snap loudly and fall. You can hardly find the way amidst this mayhem. Your only beacon being some faint lights far away. To make matters more complicated, every now and then a flock of creatures stampede through, and then the inevitable happens. Trying to give a wide berth to a pack of... Trying to give a wide... I don't know what that word means. It's not birth as in B-I-R-T-H, it's B-E-R-T-H. Trying to give a wide berth to a pack of fire beasts, you leave your path and fall into a shallow marsh. Suddenly, you realize you are one step away from a nest of furples! Yay, furples! They are notorious for their fierceness in defending their territory. You spot one of them, a creature with a flat snout, squinting little eyes, and nasty-looking orange spikes topping its head. So freaking cute. I'm so excited. We're fighting a furple, y'all. We're fighting a furple. I am so excited. Birth is a descriptor of distance. Okay. Thank you so much. You have to create 2 decks. One for Emberling and one for Glomo. Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I guess I do have my 3 Glomo cards. Arena cards. Advancement deck. Ha ha ha. We got some advancement cards here. Okay, let me go back to that because I do need to create my Glomo deck. Take all advancement cards, shuffle them, and draw 7 cards. 1 less for each fatigue you have, to a minimum of 4. Choose 3 cards and place them in the unlocked card tray. Shuffle the rest of the cards back to the advancements deck. Okay. What does it mean by choose 3 cards? Take all advancement cards, shuffle them, and draw 7. Because then I would only have 7 cards. I'm so confused. These are all my advancement cards. Shuffle them and draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to say that I'm going to put these ones into my Glomo deck. Because that's 7 neutral cards plus 3 Glomo. There we go. I'll figure that out after. Let's get into actually playing this. Alright. So script number 2. Set up combat following the instructions below. You can find extended setup rules in the rulebook on page XXX. Okay, and after that you draw to choose cards to form your future decks. Cool, okay. Sorry, just joined. Is this a good game for a board game beginner? Angela, I actually think this would be a pretty good game if you're looking into getting into this type of game. So this is like a very story-driven campaign game where you're going throughout a story. You have a little bit of combat. And I think that this is a really great beginner step for this type of game. So other Awakened Realms games like Tainted Grail, different kind of campaign games like this, they're pretty big and have a lot of rules and are pretty complicated, whereas this one gives that same feel, but it is a lot more simple on the rule set. So I do think that it would be a good one if you're wanting to get into those bigger story-driven campaign games, but you want something that's a little bit easier. This would definitely be a good one to try. So, all right, set up the combat following the instructions below. Compare the combat arena. Use arena card 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we have a windfall. So this is you have different combat arenas. I'm assuming I only got 1 of the neoprene mats, so I'm assuming in the book of the arenas you do have 1 arena for each of the different arena cards. So this right here is actually representing, I think it's possibly this one, maybe not. What is this representing? Could be that one. I do believe so. I'm just kind of assuming that because there is a whole book in the standard edition. There is a whole book of arenas and they look different. So this one right here is Windfall. Prepare your enemy. Use cards 26A, 27A, and 28A. So those are the purple cards. Oh my god, he's so cute. Look how freaking cute he is. You're kidding me. He looks like he's in a pineapple. Maybe a KS stretch goal will be to let you use the creatures from Nemesis? Ooh. I've never seen the creatures from Nemesis, so... Okay, 26A... 26A, 27A, and 28A. And then this would be the stuff that I put. We got some purple cards, because eventually I'll be able to actually tame this purple and get him into my roster as well. So prepare the combat arena. So we're going to place a fallen tree in each of the exclamation point spaces. So they do have these little chips here. This is a prototype, so I don't think this is what these are going to look like. Possibly. I actually might use, just to make it a little bit easier to see, I'm going to use the white for the trees. So there are 3 trees in the arena. Place a fallen tree in each of the exclamation point spaces. You and the enemy can't move to a space with a fallen tree. When a fallen tree gains at least 1 damage, so we do have to attack these, discard the fallen tree. You can treat a fallen tree as an opponent for purpose of any effects dealing damage. At the end of this combat, flip this card and follow the instructions on the back. So I can decide to attack a tree to get rid of it, which I believe that is one of the stipulations for capturing or taming this Furple. So the Furple, this is the Furple card here. It's going to show what it is, what the element is, as well as it has 2 movement, 2 attack, 20 health, and 1 shield. So that is everything that I need to know about the Furple, how long it's going to move, or how far it's going to move, how many damage it's going to take to hurt, and then you also have its attack strength and its shield strength. So that'll go up here. We also have this here, which for the setup, it's on the back here. Setup, place the special ability token in the 2nd space. So you have these little orbs, I think they're called orbs, and you're going to be placing, or I'm going to be placing it in the 2nd spot. So basically, I'm going to be flipping one of these cards for each of the, which I actually think technically, oh yeah, I do need to do specific things here. So I need 3 triangles, 1 of this, and 1 of these. So the enemy deck is comprised of these icons, and it does tell you what specific icons I need. And then I'm going to shuffle these up. Angie. Pineapple hedgehog. Yes. Hello, fellow gardeners. Hello. Hello, Stacy. How are you? How's it going? So this is the enemy deck. And the one thing that I noticed about this, and a few other people mentioned it, you do actually know what the next thing is that the opponent or the creature is going to do, because you actually place the enemy deck face up. So I would take this off and place it here. That would be the ability. Each of the creatures are going to do something different for each of the icons. So you can actually see in advance what the opponent is going to do on their next turn, which some people have said that it would be better and a little bit more challenging if the enemy deck was placed face down and you flip it up, because in all actuality, you will not know what the opponent is going to do on their next turn. So it'd make more sense to have it more of a surprise. But I don't know if that would make it too challenging. So I'm just going to do it how they state in the rules. So they do tell you to put it face up. So we know that on the opponent's turn, on the creature's turn, this is what they are going to do, which is put a puddle in a space farthest from the opponent and blink to that space. Heal 2. Oh, the AI, the creature heals itself. All right. All right, so we prepared the combat area. I believe we pretty much prepared this. Okay, so for the rules, for the Furple, or Pine Queek. Did I miss much? I had to stay late at work. All good, Kim. We are just getting started. I basically just did a little bit of a read of the introduction of the scenario and just what's happening right now. And now we are getting into the first combat of the game. So I'm just setting up the combat arena. You haven't really missed any of like the combat or any of like the big adventure stuff, because eventually we will be getting a map out and going and like, you know, looking up stuff and adventuring. So I figured Jenna said 1, so I would be closer to 1:30 start, lol. Honestly, it was closer to 1:30 that I did start, so you are exactly right. Okay, so for rules for the Furple, which actually, I need to get the Furple out, which I did already show you guys the Furple. He angry boy. Here's the Furple. Angy Furple. He's gonna go here. All right. So always place a puddle in the space closest to you. It can also be the space that you are in. There can only be one puddle in each space. You and the Furple can freely move to a space with a puddle. When you are instructed to place a puddle and all of them are on the arena, use the puddle that is furthest from you. Okay, so that is all, or those are all the instructions. Once I do put a card here, the opponent or the creature is going to do its special ability. So basically the Furple is going to be doing their special ability every other turn, or every 2 turns. So that's not great. And then this card right here is actually how I am going to tame the Furple. So I actually have to stop before I get rid of all of its health. So I have to tire it out. I have to get the Furple to at least 15 damage. They are going to require 20 to actually kill them. I don't think you actually kill them, but I need to get to at least 15. Crackle with energy. End your turn with at least 8 of these, what are they called? Energy cubes or energy crystals. These are the energy crystals, which I will explain in a second. I have to end my turn with at least 8 of them and then show off. Deal at least 1 damage to the Furple when all of the fallen trees were already removed from the arena. All right, so that is what I'm gonna have to try to do in order to tame the Furple. It takes a while to get stream going anyways. From what I recall from my streaming days, more often than not, the streaming soon screen stays on for 10 to 15 usually. For me, it was getting supplies ready. Used to stream miniature painting. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, it does typically take a little bit to actually get into the game because I also do like to talk to chat, obviously. So, hello, Board Game Garden. Hello, hello. Best at Star Trek, welcome. Did you buy this game or was it provided? By the way, I'm eating McDonald's again. Nice. Yum. I want McDonald's. Francis and I are getting food at the food court, so I could get something good tonight. We'll see. But yes, what was I going to say? This was provided to me. This is a prototype, so everything you see is in prototype form, and also we were only given like a certain amount of the game. The one that I was provided with can only be played solo. You can play this at 2 players. I also do want to mention there is a like 1v1 player or like play style with this. There are 3 different ways that you can play this game. You can actually play it like I'm playing right now, following the campaign and the story. You can play it like a 1v1 arena battler. So you can each grab a deck with a creature of your choice, and you can actually just battle in the arena, which I think is very, very fun, and I love that. And not a lot of people have mentioned that kind of mode of play. So the 1v1 arena where you get to pick the creature that you want to play with, I think would be a lot of fun. So it has that, and then there's also a roguelite mode, which I don't know a ton about, but it's basically you just battle for as long as you want, I believe, or something along those lines. Is a main premise that this is a collectible miniature game? Not really. It kind of gives the feel of Pokemon in a way. When you do back this at the actually at any of the levels, you do get all of the different creatures, so you're collecting them, but it's not like in a way that you're like collecting them, if that makes sense. You start with all of them and then you collect them as you go through the campaign, kind of like in Pokemon, where you are gaining these different creatures into your roster. Trying to add collectability, or is that a different game? I don't think it's like a collectible thing. You get everything with the pledge, so it's more within the gameplay that you are, collecting these different creatures. There is a little bit of like a booster pack thing that I was chatting about before. You do get these little like booster packs, but it's more so the booster packs are not like randomly generated or anything. They are all the same things. So it's more along the lines of like hidden information that once you get to a certain point in the campaign, you get to open, and you have these like more options to build off of. So it's not so like random, if that makes sense. But yes, currently we are fighting. I started with the Emberling. That was my starting creature. And then we are currently just about to start fighting the Furple, aka Pinequeek. I think they changed the name to Pinequeek, which is very cute. All right. So prepare your creature, choose your creature and place its standee on the 1. And then the Furple starts on the spot 2. And it says, close the adventure journal and start combat. All right, who is ready to beat up this Furple? Not actually, because it's very cute and I don't want to beat it up. Okay, so I do have to grab my Emberling cards here. Actually, they're not in here. They are here. So I do have to grab my Emberling cards here. So I do have my Emberling here. And then I do also have the special ability card. So this is going to be my special ability. My special ability is at any time, if I have 8 of these, I forget what they're called. There's a specific name for them, but if I have 8 of these elemental tokens, I can deal 7 damage to each opponent in range 3. So that's my special ability. My creature goes at the bottom here. I have my starting deck. I also do have 2 items that I could potentially use. Only one of them I can use in combat. But it says, during combat, discard this card when an enemy attacks and add 1 shield. So I could mitigate 1 attack. The other one is more for when I'm doing an adventure. So, there we go. I think I am ready to go. These are the damage counters here. I will need the little like water things. And let's do it. So I do need to put out 4 of these cards at the bottom. All right. So I have my 4 cards here that I can choose from. As you can see here, you do have different amounts of these elemental or energy cubes. I'm going to call them energy cubes. I think that's good. Energy cubes. I think I would prefer envelopes over the card packs to make it more resettable, but I get it because people like opening card packs. Yeah, I think they just wanted that feel of like opening booster packs. I understand, but like I feel like it's causing a lot more confusion than they probably would have liked. The minis are incredible in this. I couldn't just back the regular edition. I wanted to paint them all as I tame them, lol. Thinking about adding the terrain pack. Ooh, there's a terrain pack? I do love opening card packs. Me too. Me too, Nat. Yeah, I do think that I want to paint these. I think that they would be incredible to paint. Okay, so as I use these, I do gain the elemental energy tokens. Jenna, energy tokens. I do gain the energy tokens that are above here. So if I decided to use double strike, I would gain 2 of these energy tokens and I would place them over on my Emberling. And whatever I do, whatever card I choose is going to have some sort of ability. So right now I have Flame Burst. So this is deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2. Deal 2 additional damage for each 4 of the energy tokens that I have, which I have none right now. So this one probably is not the best for me to use. This here is attack, which my attack is 5. And then you may discard 2 of the energy tokens in order to attack again. So right off the bat, I could actually do 10 damage to the Furple if I wanted to. I do have the 2 energy tokens here that I would be gaining. So I would be gaining them and then immediately spending them, which I think I would be okay with. My only thing is I need to plan out getting rid of these as well. So I do want to get this one to the 3rd slot because it's gain 1 energy token. If this card is in the 3rd slot, which would be here, I would gain an additional 2. So that's a really good way for me to gain lots. So let me see. This one would allow me to move quite a bit, so that would be nice. Because I could move up to 6, because it's moved 3 times and each of my movement is 2. Oh, I forgot about this. I do have the fire element bonus actions. So these are my bonus actions that I can perform either before or after I do my main actions. So I can spend 1 energy token to move. I can spend 1 energy token to discard a card and draw a card. Or I can spend 4 energy tokens to attack. So that I'm just going to place on the side here as well. I don't know what I want to do. I think I might actually just use this. I'm going to use the Emberling Flame Burst. So this is deal 2 damage to each opponent in range 2, and then deal additional damage if I have 4, which I don't. I'm going to gain 3. I was close. I'm going to gain 3. And then I'm going to deal 2 damage to each opponent, which range 2. So the Furple is in range 2, so is this tree. So I'm actually going to deal 2 damage to both of them. The Furple does have a shield of 1, so sadly they are only going to get 1 damage, and then I will immediately get rid of this tree as well. And that is it. So then this gets discarded. These all move to the right, and a new card flips out. So that is my turn. Super easy. But I agree, envelopes would have been better in this case, in my opinion. I do agree. What would you compare this game to, if any? I don't really honestly know. I have never really played any like big campaign games. This is actually like my first step into this type of game, which I think this is a really great stepping stone to that. It is pretty simple with like the rules and stuff, but it's not super crazy like some other Awaken Realms titles. Which decisions have been hardest to make? Honestly, the combat is probably the most difficult to me just because I'm not used to like tactical combat like this. I have been enjoying it. The like exploration and adventure part of it is very fun. There's some like small decisions in where you can go and stuff. For example, you do have this little map here. This was for scenario 1. I don't know if I'm going to be using this one for scenario 2 as well, but I use this one for scenario 1, and basically you're just going and reading different passages and making small decisions based off of the adventure journal. So that's a lot of fun. There's some interesting decisions in that, but for the most part, I think the combat to me is the most like difficult. But again, not like super difficult in rules or anything, just because I'm not fully used to doing this like kind of combat. But yeah. So the Furple is now going to go. We're going to take this and place it here. So then we know on its next turn, this is the action that it's going to take. For this one, they are going to put a puddle in a space farthest from the opponent. Blink to that space and heal 2. Are you kidding me? It's going to take the freaking cube off that we just put there. So put a puddle in a space farthest from the opponent. Really? So it's going to place a puddle like all the way over here. So it's going to go here and it's going to blink to that space and heal 2. So he's going to go to here and we are going to heal him for 2, which he only had 1 damage, so he's just going to heal 1. And then that is his turn. I do believe that the Furple, from what I've seen, is very avoidant, so it kind of just runs away from you. Whereas the other character, I was fighting the, what is this called? The Wind Chaser? What were you called? The Wind Riser. I think it was called the Wind Riser. The Wind Riser was a little bit more forward and definitely like attacked you more. Oddly enough, this game feels very familiar to a board game style video game called Duelist. Ooh, that's my initial impression at least. Thanks, Nat, for the feedback. Aw. All right, so he's gonna run over there. He healed himself, and it is back to me. So, I think this turn I kind of just want to channel, because on his next turn he's gonna rush, and attack, ignoring shield, and then retreat twice. So he's gonna rush twice, so he's gonna move towards me, 1 and 2, and then he's going to attack, ignoring shields. So he's going to attack me for 2, which is not horrible. So I think I'm okay with just channeling. Or I could do defensive stance. That would allow me to gain 2 shield, but he's ignoring shield, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Because this one is in the perfect spot, I'm going to do this one now, which is I'm going to gain 2 energy tokens, and then I'm going to gain 1 energy token. And if this card is in the 3rd slot, which is, gain an additional 2. All right. So I'm going to discard that. These are going to move down. Flip over the next card. I don't know if I want to do any additional things. I could do my bonus actions. I can only do each bonus action once, I believe, on a turn. Is this the sun dropped edition of the minis? Yes. So these minis are sun dropped. They're freaking gorgeous. So that's that one. I do have some other ones if you wanted to see them. I guess I can show you the Wind Racer close up. That's her. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. When I move 2. So I can't really get close to him, but I could try. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard 1 to at least move 2. So I'm going to move 1, 2, just because I want to get over here, because I want to destroy this tree as well. Because we need all 3 of the trees destroyed before we can actually tame him. Yes, he didn't attack me yet. Okay. So I'm just going to move to there, and then that will be my turn. The AI is now going to do his second ability. So this is, he's going to rush twice. So 1 and 2. And he's going to attack, ignoring anything. So he's going to attack us for 2. My Emberling is going to have 2 damage. And then he's going to retreat 2. So I'm assuming he would retreat this way, 1, 2, to get farthest from me. Also, a recent video game called Speartle. It's a FP2 tactics arena style online board game. Didn't review well enough. Yes, there's a sepia wash on the minis. I just went from the gray. I went for the gray because I plan on painting them. Yeah, if you're planning on painting them, I probably wouldn't get the sun drop, because if you paint them, it's just going to get rid of all of that, I believe. Because I believe you have to like prime the minis. I haven't done any mini painting, which I really want to. But I guess you could, when you prime, you can probably get, I think there's like some sort of technique where you like spray one color from below and then spray one color from above in order to get those like different crevices and shadows. Okay. So it is back to, actually no. 1, 2. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so the AI is going to do, or sorry, the creature, the Furple, is going to do their special ability, because we have made it to the second spot. So the Furple is going to do his special ability. The opponent discards 1 energy token for each puddle in range 2 from them. So this puddle here is the only puddle, and it is 1, 2, 3 range. So I do not have to discard any. For each energy token discarded this way, the opponent gains 1 damage. So we did not gain anything. Thank goodness. These do get discarded. And then this will be the next attack for the Furple. So it is back to me. I think do I either want to do the double strike or do I want to do normal? I think I'm going to do double strike, but I am going to move first. So I'm going to discard 1 of my energy tokens to move 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to move 1, 2. The Furple and this is in range, but I'm only attacking one thing. So I'm going to attack the Furple. I'm going to attack. You may discard 2 to attack again. So I am going to attack, which means that they do have a shield of 1. I'm attacking for 5. So they're going to gain 4. And then I'm going to discard 2 energy tokens to do another attack of 4. So they're at 8 damage, but I am going to exchange this for purple. The purple is just like 5 damage. So they are currently at 8 damage. And that is my double strike. These all move forward. This flips. All right. So then it is back to the purple. Oh, you know what? I gained 3 from the card being in there. All right, so the purple is now going to rush, which they're already beside me. They're going to attack, dang it, ignoring shields, and then they're going to retreat 2. So they're going to attack me twice. So my Emberling is at 4 damage. My health for my Emberling is 14, so we're fine. So they're going to attack me for 2 damage, and then they're going to retreat 2. Retreat plus 2, actually. So they're going to actually retreat 4. So they're going to go, I'm assuming, 1, 2, 3, 4? Or 4? We're going to go 4 there. Because I think both of them are the same. So they're basically just trying to get as far away from me as possible. I just remembered that Eric Lang was a designer on the Duelist game I mentioned. Oh, that's so cool. Eric Lang did video games? Weird. I didn't know that. All right. So that's everything for the Emberling. Not Emberling, Furple. The next turn they're going to do a puddle. In range 1 from the opponent, attack and retreat. Okay. So we just want to stay away from them then. Okay. So I'm actually going to stay here. I think I'm just going to attack this tree and get rid of it. Offensive stance. So that's just a passive. So I think I'm going to do my strike. I'm going to gain 2 elemental for here, or energy. And then I'm going to attack and then gain 1 more. So I have lots. And I am attacking this tree. Get rid of that tree. And I'm going to move. Flip over the next card. There we go. Okay, so then it is now Purple's turn. They are going to place this here. They are going to put a puddle in range 1 from the opponent. So I'm assuming range 1 from the opponent. So are they going to put it there, or are they going to put it here? From the opponent. So I'm assuming there. Put a puddle in range 1 from the opponent. Attack and retreat. So they're not moving, so they cannot attack me. I am not in range of them. And then they're going to retreat. So they're going to just move 2 further from me, I believe. So that is what they're doing, but then they're also going to, I see what they did here. So they're now going to do their special ability, which is I have to discard one for each of the puddles. So I have to discard 2. And for every one of those that I discarded, I gain damage. So I'm going to get another 2 damage, sadly. And I need to get the heck away from here. So they did their special ability. These 2 get discarded. Okay. And then it is back to me. So I definitely want to get away from these stupid puddles. So I'm going to do shoot forward. I am going to gain 3 energy tokens, and I'm going to move 3 times, which each of my movements is 2. So I'm going to move 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are they doing next? They're rushing twice and then attacking and then retreating 2. So I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to come towards me anyways. So I do want to be close to this tree because I want to get rid of that tree as well. So that is my move. That's a prickly pineapple hedgehog. Very ouch. All right, so then I could actually move once more and then attack if I wanted to. These also get moved over. This gets flipped. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I might do that. Because then I can just attack him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go there, actually. So that I'm in between both of them. He's going to rush towards me anyways. So I'm going to spend 4 of my energy tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to attack. So he does have 1 shield, sadly. So I'm only going to be able to damage him for 4. I'm going to add a 5. And get rid of 1. So he now has 12 damage. I need to get him to 15. So I just need to attack him maybe just one more time and I should be good. So that is everything for me. He is now going to go. And he is going to rush twice towards me. He's going to attack, ignoring any shields, and then retreat 2. So he's going to attack. He's going to attack for 2. Again, placing 2 here. I now have 8 damage. I can't get too much more damage. My youngest daughter loves dragons. She's going to love this game. Oh my goodness, Preston, I do think that this would be a great game to play alongside with your kids. I don't know how young your daughter is, but I do think that if you're playing it cooperatively with one of your kids, I definitely think it could be like a game that you could play with your kids, for sure. And it's so like thematic and stuff too, and like the minis are freaking fantastic. All right, so they did that, and then they're going to retreat twice. So I think they're just going to go 1, 2 to stay as far away from me as possible. Sadly, on their next turn, I do have to reshuffle this deck. And whenever you reshuffle the enemy deck, that actually means that you're going to add a fatigue to your discard pile. So it's kind of just saying like this battle is taking a long time and your creature, so my Emberling, is getting like slightly tired. Okay. So I do want to destroy this tree. So I do think that that's what I'm going to do. How do I destroy this tree? Ooh. Oh, I could do that. This is deal 3 damage in range 3. You may discard 2 of your elemental, still don't know what these are called. Energy tokens. Energy tokens. Discard 2 of your energy tokens to resolve another card. Could do that. My only thing is, when it says deal 3 damage in range 3, does that mean that I am attacking everything within range 3? Is that typically what that means in like a arena battler? Burn it all down, destroy it with fire. It seems basically like a choose your own adventure kind of adventure book. Yep, exactly. Depending on how good she is with reading, you might have to just be there to read the story and get her to make the choices. Yes, exactly. I think what I'm getting from it is deal 3 damage in range 3, which means anything within range 3. So 1, 2, 3. The furple is within range 3, and so is the tree. So I'm just gonna deal 3 damage to each of them. The tree only needs 1 damage, so I'm going to take that and put it here. And then the purple does have 1 shield, so I am going to only deal him 2 damage, so that gets him to 14, at least 15 damage. So I'm going to need to, sadly, try to get him again. But I'm going to do this one. That's going to gain me 1 energy token. I do have 8. I don't think I'm going to discard 2 of these to do another. Or should I? Because what is he going to do? He's going to rush towards me, attack, ignoring shields, and then retreat 2. So he's going to ignore shields regardless, so there's no point in me taking a defensive stance. So I think I'm just going to skip that, and it is now on to their turn. Actually, no, that's not what they're doing. I need to shuffle these. So I actually don't know what they're doing. Same as the other narrative games, you would say the narrative of Dragon Eclipse compares to Isla and Something Shiny. Having played that recently, Jenna, I was actually going to say that, Kim. This is definitely more of like an elevated version of that. Isla and Something Shiny very much feels like the adventure part of Dragon Eclipse. It just has the like combat arena added to it. Isla and Something Shiny has more like resource management and stuff like that. But yeah, I really do like the combat, and I do love the card play. I think you just said that. I really like the card play in this. I think it's very clever. I do like the whole like gaining the energy depending on the card that you choose, and if you leave a card in here for longer, it actually like gets stronger, which I have seen a few people compare that to Arc Nova, which that's a mechanic in Arc Nova is something that I've always liked. So, yeah. Usually in combat situations, it is usually specified if it's a single target. I would say it would say damage A or 1 creature / object within range. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. All right, so because I just shuffled this deck, unfortunately, I do have to place a fatigue card, which these fatigue cards are the cutest things I've ever seen. So yes, that is the fatigue card. Sadly, I do have to place that in here. And the AI is actually going to do what I thought it's going to do. So it is going to rush towards me, and then it is going to attack, ignoring shields. So I get another 2 damage, sadly. I'm going to need to heal my Emberling very soon. Okay, and then it is going to retreat. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming. All right, so now actually, oh shoot, it's going to do its special ability, which thankfully I am nowhere close to any of the puddles. So the opponent discards energy for each of the puddles in range 2 from them, which none of them are within range 2. And then I'm going to gain damage for that, but I do not. Thank goodness, because I already have 10 damage on my Emberling, which is not great. Not great at all. Okay, so it is now my turn. This is not good, because I cannot... Actually, I could. Okay, so I am going to... Shoot. I actually don't think I can. Oh, perfect. Okay. So. 10. I have 14 right now. Okay, so I'm going to discard 1 energy to move. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I am going to do my Flaming Bite. So this allows me to gain 1 energy back. So I do now have the 8 here. And this allows me to move again. So 1, 2. It allows me to attack, ignoring shields. So I am going to attack for 5. But the AI does have 1 shield. So they are going to only get 4. So I'm going to add a 5 minus a 1. So the AI, or the Furple, is now at 18 damage. So I'm going to start putting these things here. So Tire out. The Furple has at least 15 damage, which they have 18. Crackle with energy. End your turn with at least 8 energy. I have 8 energy. So I put that here. And then show off. Deal at least 1 damage to the Furple when all of the fallen trees were already removed from the arena, which I just did. So there we go. Look at that. I think I just beat it. I just beat it, y'all. I love your conversation in chat right now, Nat and Kim. All right, so I think that is that for that. So at the end of combat, flip this card and follow the instructions on the back. So let's flip it over. If you have tamed the enemy, go to script 11. If you won, go to 15. And if you lost, go to 24. So we did tame the enemy. So we're going to go to script 11, which I will actually just tidy up the arena. Just place these in here. Flip this over. Put this here. Probably just put these up here for now. I have the Furple. I'm so excited. Put these here. These here. These here. Just clean this up a little bit because I am going to read this now. Okay. Woot. No more trees. Right, so it's tamed? Yes. So I did tame the Furple. And we are going to read 11. My Emberling did get quite damaged though, which I'm a little bit sad about. So 11. Here we go. The Furple's vicious snare disappears. The creature allows you to approach the nest, and you make sure that there are no cubs or anything else worth protecting there. You are confident that you may take the Furple with you without any harm. When you show the Furple your interest in teaming up, it seems eager to do so. A feisty look returns to its eyes when, probably, it thinks about growing as strong as your other companions. For now, the Furple will be accompanying you from a distance, as you cannot maintain more than 2 strong connections between you and your creatures. Okay. So you can only have like 2 strong connections, I guess. So open your creature study on page 3. What do you mean page 3? I'm just going to place them here. I think this is weird because it's like 1, 2, 7, 8, 13, 14, 19, 20. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I am going to add the Furple in here. This gets flipped over. I'm going to add the Furple. Please hold, everyone, as I organize everything. Where did the Furple cards go? Oh, here they are. All right, so Furple. I will say that each of the creatures do have like a quest that you can go on to complete, but I don't know if you guys can see that. But it does say right here, unavailable in the demo. So it's not something that I can do, but basically each of them is going to have a quest card that you can complete. And I'm just going to put them right here. Purple. Yay! I got the purple. All right. And then close the creature study. Place cards 28, 29, and 30 and all Furple action cards into the party tray, which I did gain these 3 Furple action cards. So I'm going to add those with the other ones that I just put away. All right. And then clear the arena. You can find cleaning area rules in the rule book and then go to script 35. All right. So we're going to go to 35. From afar, you can see that Caerberg suffered severely from the quake. The walls surrounding the city crumbled into in many places. You hear shouts and freeze for a moment, but quickly sigh with relief. Those are not cries of pain, but loud calls of people organizing themselves to help each other. You enter the city through a damaged gate and are greeted by the sight of people with makeshift stretchers carrying the wounded. Many buildings are damaged, some even leveled. At first glance, the city is in ruin. At second, it's still bad, but you can see that it's possible to rebuild it, although not without extreme efforts. Open booster. Woo! We get to open the booster. So you can now add or replace cards in your creature decks with matching element action cards from the booster. Ooh. Okay. Who's ready for the freaking booster pack? I am. Maybe I should zoom in a bit. Let's zoom to the booster. Ooh, booster pack. So when do you get to open a booster pack? After taming a new creature? I'm not 100% sure. I think it's just in certain situations within the adventure journal, I guess. Good morning, Aaron. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, if it comes with a binder, I might be getting this game. Nat. Okay, so this is, like, it looks like it's not exactly what the booster packs are going to look like. This is a prototype booster pack. So it is a little bit wonky. So let's see. I can't even get it open. What is happening? There we go. So I heard each box gets the same cards, however the order you get stuff in may be completely different. Yeah, so I'm assuming that it comes with a bunch of booster packs and you get to just choose which booster pack you open. So, like, it depends on which booster pack you choose to open at which times. So it has all of these different cards. They are going to come with some different ones. So this, oh, I am like obsessed with the art in this game. So we have a water. So we have some of those. We have solar flare or solar flash. So this can be used with a light companion. These ones are for the water companions. So you have 2 of those. You have more for water. So you have healing splash, which is really nice because I don't think in the base game or in like the base neutral cards that we got, there was any healing cards. So you got some healing. We have some for fire. So this right here is combustion. Deal 6 damage to an opponent in range 2. You gain disarm and immobilize. Ooh, that's cool. So we got 2 of those. We get a earth one, which is stomp. I believe I do get a... Ooh, I do. So there is a, I think it's called a legendary card. But it's a foiled one. So this is another earth one called Vine Tempest. And lastly, oh snap, look at this. Oh, that is so freaking pretty. Are you kidding me? Wow, 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 wow. So this is Outburst. So this is fire. This is discard any number of cards. For each card in your discard pile, deal 1 wound, or both you and one enemy in... Deal 1 wound to both you and one enemy in any range. Remove Outburst from play. So this is one that you can like use once and then it's out. For at least that round, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Yeah, the art is fantastic. And just like this. Oh my god. I am obsessed with these cards. I do have, I believe, a few other foils that I can show you guys. You got a shiny foil. I did. So it did come with 2 other foils that I can show you just because they're freaking beautiful. There's this card here, which is for water. Wow, 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 wow. And we have this one here, which is for dark. This one's a little bit different. Wow, 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 wow. This is so cool. Yeah, combo that with some healing, it might be good. Exactly. Ooh, it's like a life tap. Ooh, shiny. Hi, Adam. Welcome to the stream. Everyone, go and check out Shelf Clutter right now. Adam deserves so much. He's a wonderful human. Go check out Shelf Clutter if you haven't already. All right. So I believe that is everything for my booster pack. Boop. Hopefully that is straight. Okay. So I open that. Open map 3. So I get to go to map 3. So this is the map that I'm going to. which actually, I'm going to zoom back in. There we go. So this is where we are going on an adventure. So I just did like the combat, and then now we are going into the adventure phase. So open map 3. So these would be in like another book. They are all just like individual for me, but they are in a book. If you don't have Secret 3, I don't think I have Secret 3. I have Secret 5 and Secret 101. I have good friends to teach me good human ways. Oh, we love those good human ways. Okay, so I do not have Secret Card 3, so I have to place token B in slot 1. So there is slot 1, so I place a token B there. And then if you have Secret Card 3, which I do not, place Secret 24 face down in the event slot. So let me grab Secret 24 from the deck, and we're placing that right here. All right. If you have Secret Card 5, which I do, you've repaired a manufacturing machine yesterday, go to script 28. Otherwise, go to script 21. So I do have, like I said, I have script 5 or Secret 5. Good Lord, help me. Anyone else's audio really low? Do you want me to? I can turn it up. Let me turn it up. All right, how is that? Is the audio better? Is it louder? I had to turn it way up. Yeah, it's a bit quiet. Okay. I'm gonna bet Stacy already backed. Am I right? Maybe. Maybe Stacy did. I have a feeling you would like this, Stacy, if you haven't already. Okay. So, I have to go to script 28. All right. So this is the city in ruins. The sight of the ruined city brings tears to your eyes. Many machines are broken, but you notice the one you helped repair yesterday is still operating somehow. Several people walk through the streets, their gaze wandering around in disbelief. You approach a man with a twisted ankle and support him. The creatures are gone, Tamer, he says, staring into your eyes. You disappeared yesterday. You should have been here. Sir, I had things to do. You could still go up a bit more? Okay. How about that? Is that better? Is that better? Is that good? Let me know. I think that's good. Because I'm just about going into the yellow. So maybe that's probably the best place to be. Okay. You don't answer, but help the man arrive at the makeshift infirmary and ask a nurse about the situation in the city. Everything suggests the creatures escaped. The rangers already pursued them and asked to pass a message on to you. Go after them as soon as possible. I also have a request. Help the help the people of Cherbourg first. With your companions, you could do more than most of us. Discard secret number 5. Goodbye, secret number 5. Gain secret card 25. Secret card 25. So far, it's selling me on being a good solo game. I like the characters and the theme, and I like the combat mechanic. You had dragons to tame. How rude, this person. I know, right? Come on. I had things to do. I had a furple to catch, all right? I wanted that gosh darn furple. Okay, so I gained secret 5, or 25. Before the tavern was flooded, innkeepers had managed to build a makeshift dam. The cellar is flooded, but the building is intact. You wonder how dire the situation would be if you hadn't repaired the machine yesterday. Ha ha ha. To help the city, try to gather tokens in slot 3. Some of the machines need repairs. Number, is that 4? I think that's 4 and 5. Check if there's no people in immediate danger. Begin the exploration. All right. So I need to gather tokens in 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5. So I need to get tokens into these 3 spots. This is... Place this card on the map. So this needs to go here. Kind of matches up. Ish. Right there. So you can kind of like overlap cards to allow for different things to happen. All right, so we can now start the exploration. So basically I can just look around and I can choose whatever of these like different things to kind of help people out. So, oh, also, where does my time go? Did it tell me? I don't think it told me where my time token goes. Where did the card tell me to go? 11. I might have missed it. Go to script 35. Set the time marker to 1. Okay. So the time marker is again one of these little orbs here. And I'm going to place it at 1. So this kind of tells you how many time that you can use. So I only have 1 time, which is not much. So we're going to have to do something quick. I'm scared because Critter Kitchen is October 22nd or 24th launch, I think. Deal 3 damage in range 3. I think just 1 target. Well, that's unfortunate. But thank you so much for letting me know, Stacy. I wasn't 100% sure on that, so. I would assume hits are 1 target unless otherwise stated. Very true. Very, very true. All right. So I am needing to see if anyone needs help. So let's go to 12. I'm going to go over here, and because this place over here is looking a little run down, a little scary. And then maybe we should go up to here because this is also looking a little run down. So that's 47. So I'm going to go to 12 first, see what's happening over there. Okay. If any token is in slot 3, which there is not. Otherwise, read on. Okay. No hope, the engineer says. I can't fix it. Any minute now, the machinery will run wild. We desperately need those water creatures to control the pressure. Without them, the pipes may burst. Is there anything I can do, you ask? The engineer ponders for a few moments. The only way to alleviate the situation is to fix the valve. I tried it alone, but without effect. It's rustled because of our negligence and our blind reliance of the creatures. Maybe together you, well, no harm in trying. Choose one. So try to fix the valve. Go to script 10. Scavenge surroundings. Maybe you'll find something that'll help with the repairs. Gain 2 items, but I'm going to lose a time. So then I run out of time. Leave. This script ends. Do we try to fix the valve? Do we try to fix it? I say we do. I would be cool with trying to fix the valve. I'm going to try to fix the valve. So I'm going to go to script 10. If you have the specialist toolbox, you may discard it during the check to discard all cards you already drew. I do believe I have that, actually. Ooh, I do. So I do have the specialist toolbox, which is this guy right here. Come on. Come on. There you go. So I have the specialist toolbox, so I could use that if I wanted to. If you have marker A in slot 7, is that 7 here? Which I don't. Perform the test and check the results below. Okay, so this is a new thing that we have for this game. So basically, this is a little bit of push your luck. So what's going to happen is I have this little chart here of the different results that could happen. So perform the test and check the results below. So each of the items are going to have these little numbers in the top right-hand corner. So I am needing to get certain numbers, so a certain total, in order to achieve some sort of result. But some of them also do have, up here in the top corner, there will be a little moon symbol. And with this, for each pair of eclipse symbols, at the end of the test, lose 1 time. So I'm going to try to get 6. But if I get any pairs of eclipse symbols, I'm going to lose a time, sadly. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Because I can just stop the check at any time. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to pull and we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, I already have 1. Oh God. I really don't want to lose time. So I could do 5 or less, which is slowly, with the help of the engineer, you repair the machine. So I could do that and just gain a damage and then go to script 4. Or I could try to flip again. If there is another eclipse symbol, I am going to lose my 1 time. That's my only thing. But if I was to get 3 more, which is highly rare that that's going to happen, I would just not gain a damage. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. We're going to flip it. Bam. No freaking way. That's amazing. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So that means I only got 1 eclipse. So I don't lose any time because it's each pair of eclipses. And I got 6. So I got the machine works once again. Go to script 4. Woohoo! Look at me go. Look at that. Look at that. Push your luck. Nice. So I'm going to script 4. All right. The machinery screeches and grates, letting out occasional clouds of steam. But you sigh with relief when it begins to work properly after a moment of struggle. Woohoo! Take token A, or place token A in slot 3. Bam, baby! We got 1. The machine operates properly, averting water to a wide spread or widespread pipe malfunction. Oh. And then I lose time regardless. Are you kidding me? What the heck, man? So I lose a time. And this script ends. So sadly, I cannot continue my exploration because I have lost out on time. So whenever you go from one, you put it onto the secret card, and then you have to flip over the secret card and read that. Luck successfully pushed. Exactly. Fearless. I admit, I was scared. I was scared too, Adam. All right, so this is, it should be dawn by now, but it's still dark. ... Weird. Go to script 3. All right. You wish you knew what time it was. You look at the sky and try to see through the blanket of heavy clouds. It is probably too dark for this time of day. 2 people interrupt your thoughts as they run towards you. Their sudden appearance make you realize that in addition to the clouds, the sky is also surrounded by smoke. The library is in flames. Oh no! One of the people shouts. The spread from the ruins of Hazel's shop, the other person utters. The library is more important. There must be people helping already. There must be people helping already. The fire in the ruins is probably spreading, but it's also less dangerous. Discard secret card number 24, which is the one that I just flipped. Play secret number 26 face down in the event slot and set time marker to 4. And I'm putting 26. Oh no. 26 here. Gain secret cards 28 and 29. Alright. And then choose one. Okay. So I'm assuming these, so these are going to go over some spots. So this is going to go here. Oh no. And then this here is here. Like that. Okay. Okay. So now we have to choose one. Help the people by the library or fight the fire at the ruins of Hazel's shop. Ooh, I don't know. I think I want to go and help Hazel's shop. There's so many fires. I don't know. I'm gonna go help Hazel's shop. So that is script 90. Oh boy, here we go. Perform the test and check the results below. Okay. So we got another test to go through. Got a little, let me get that on. There we go. So for each crescent moon at the end of the test, 1 damage. If you have a fire creature, ignore. Oh, look at that. Ayo. Okay, so I do have a fire creature. I do have the Emberling. So I'm actually going to ignore this effect. Amazing. Okay, so we are going to start our flipping. So I'm going to try to get to 8. You have to get 8. If I get any more than 8, if I get 9 or more, I'm going to lose a time. I gain 1 fatigue and I go to script 99, which is not good. I also do gain 1 damage too. So, I'm gonna flip. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, be a 3. Bam! Yeah, we did it! So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got exactly 8. I ignore the eclipses. So you quickly dealt with the fire and had time to approach the other one as well. So go to script 95. Heck to the yeah. Look at me go. I'm getting really lucky. Getting really lucky with those. What did it say? Script 95. You've dealt with the fire so efficiently that you still have time to try and save the second location. You run through the streets along with a few volunteers and you manage to quench the second fire before it spreads. If you were any slower, ... discard... Oh boy. Walter. Shush. He thinks he's so tough. He thinks he's so tough. He's not. Discard secret 28 and 29 from the map. This script ends. So I do have to discard... Penny gets so mad at Walt. Oh, you get to help the people in the library too? Yeah. I did it so well, I was able to do everything. Look at me go. But also, where did this come from? This was here. There we go. I keep on hitting things. All right, so this script ends. So did I not lose any time either? No, I literally did perfect and I did not lose any time. So we're still at 4. Amazing. Okay, so I did 12. I think I want to go and do... Should I do 47 now? Let's go do 47. So that is Hazel's shop. Script number 47. The jagged ruins are a sad reminder of Hazel's shop. Once well stocked and bustling with trade, if her shop looks like this, she must be in the infirmary. Someone is angry. Both dogs are always angry. Hi, babies. How are you guys? So Hazel must be in the infirmary. Choose one. Search the rubble. Follow Hazel's hints. Requires token A in slot 2, which I do not have yet. Leave. This script ends. So I'm going to search the rubble. So I'm going to go to script 54. Perform the test and check the results below. All right. So for each pair of Eclipse at the end of the test, I gain or I lose 1 time. So, oh, and then I lose a time for all of these anyways. So I lose a time, gain 1 item, 1 secret, or the secret card 101, the special disc toolbox, which I already have, or 102, the lantern. You can choose a secret only if you don't have it. Okay, so I already have the specialty box or specialist box, but I could gain the lantern. If I get 6, I gain 1 item or 1 silver and the script ends. Okay, let's try it. I just need to try to not get a pair of eclipses. What elements are Walter and Penny? LOL. That is a good question. That is a very good question. And what was the condition to tame them? Okay, well, Penny's a very, she's very sassy and fiery, so I do think that Penny would be a fire. She would be a fire element. And what was the condition to tame them? Penny needed treats and a walk. And she was... That's not a very good way to tame them. I don't know. My favorite element. They are dog element. My favorite element. I'll buy the popcorn. Hello, hello, welcome. Hope y'all are doing great. Sneaking on in here while I'm working. How are you? How's it going? Coming from the world of graphic design, where foil printing has been a thing for years, I don't care either way, foiled or not. In fact, if the game costs more because of it, I'd rather leave it. Oh, okay. Adam from Shelf Clutter is a wonderful human being. He is a wonderful human being. All right. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to hopefully get 7. 1, 2, 3 with no Eclipse. That's actually perfect. 4. I have 1 Eclipse. 5, 6, 7. No freaking way. I am getting so lucky. This is wild. This is wild. So I got exactly 7, which is what I needed, and I only got 1 Eclipse. So for each pair of Eclipse at the end of a test, which I don't have a pair, so I lose 1 time regardless. And then I gain 1 item. So I'm going to shuffle the items up. Gain 1 item or... Oh no, gain 1 item. So I'm going to gain red berries. During combat, when you attack, add 1 damage. Okay, cool. So that'll help me during combat. Okay, I gain secret card 101 or 102, which I already have 101. So I'm going to grab secret card 102. There we go. So I do have the lantern now. Wonderful. The lantern, it casts a strong, warm light. So the lantern will just come in handy in like certain situations. Love these live streams. Aw, thank you so much, Scott. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy that you do. I love the art. Same. Damn, only treats and a walk? Face condition was $4,000 and a plane ride. Well, actually, Penny was pretty close to that $4,000 as well. And a car ride, not a plane ride. My cat was tamed by giving the cheese item. LOL. I love that so much. And many sleepless nights for a few months. Oh, yeah. I remember that. When I first got Penny, I lived in an apartment. So I had to every single time, so multiple times a night when she was a puppy especially, I had to get dressed, take her down the elevator, all the way down to like the ground floor, let her go to the bathroom. And that was like multiple times a night, so it was awful. Okay, so then you can choose a secret only if you don't have it. So I chose the lantern, and this script ends. All right. So nothing got added anywhere. So now we can go somewhere else. Should we go to the library, maybe? 42? Or we could go to the windmill? Or let's go to the infirmary. Or infirmary. The infirmary is down here. So let's go to the infirmary, because I do think that they mentioned that Hazel was there. So we'll go to 31. The tent covers a field hospital. All those who have been injured in the earthquake are brought here and received by good-hearted volunteers. If token A is in slot 1, go to script 26. If token B is in slot 1, which it is, go to script 34. So here, there are many injured people in the hospital, tended by a few hardworking nurses. You recognize familiar faces along the patients. Elvin and Hazel. Both seem to be sleeping or unconscious. Luminesca, the boy's creature, is sitting at the foot of his bed. Aw, I think Luminesca is the one that's like on the front of the campaign page. You also spot Olin in the corner, busy preparing potions. The recent events have taken a heavy toll on him. Aw. So choose one. Speak with Olin, only if no tokens are in slot 1V. Go to script 38. Heal your creatures. Discard 2 silver to heal 3. And then choose again. I think I might actually do that. I have 3 silver. I gained 3 silver on the last round, or on the last scenario. So I think I might actually do that first. So I'm going to discard 2 silver. And I'm going to heal my Emberling for 3. Unfortunately, I only have 1 other one, so I can't just do that again. Help the wounded. Lose 1 time or gain fatigue. Gain 2 silver. This script ends. Ooh. I'm tempted to do that, actually. But then I would gain a fatigue. Okay, I think I'll skip that. I think I'm going to speak to Olin. So go to script 38. Yes, library. Love a good library. Let's go. Same with Faye. 3 to 4 times a night. Oh, Nat, I feel you. That was the worst. I think you need to go to the infirmatory, Jenna, because you keep on making that mistake. Infirmary. Aw, Nurse has pink hair and is named Joy. That'd be very cute. All right, so what did I go to? Script 38. Okay. The earthquake destroyed my workshop, and none of my concoctions have survived, Olin confesses. I am hastily trying to cook up some more, but it's not that easy. What's worse, most of the creatures have fled, too, and a few of them possessed healing powers. We are left with what we have, and that is not a lot. Choose one. Let your creature help. Requires a water creature. The water creature gains 1 fatigue. Go to script 20. Or give him a potion you've found. Requires secret card 2, healing extract. Now, I did not do either of those things, and I don't have either of those, actually. Because I don't have... Hold up, what was the... What is the Furple? Is the Furple water? The Furple is water. Oh, but the Furple we do not have. He's following from a distance. So I can't do that. I did not find a healing extract, sadly. So this script ends. Okay. So I guess let's go to the library. Yes, I picked that up, Kim. I do remember the nurse in Pokemon being Joy with her cute pink hair. And then like every hospital had the same nurse, and it was always Joy. It has been compared to Pokemon quite a bit, I want to say. Not sure if the publisher loves that comparison. I don't know, because they did put a quote right at the beginning of the campaign that says that exact thing. That it's a Pokemon-like game. Okay, so let's go to the library. Because I know that a lot of people wanted me to go to the library. And that is 42. 42, okay. The library doors are open to everybody who's lost their homes and livelihood. Slad the librarian observes the situation with a deep frown. The innkeeper's husband prepares meals in the field kitchen. The crowd in front of the library is growing steadily, and so is the atmosphere of gloom. No one laughs and no one smiles. Oh, this is sad. People seem anxious, and those who have taken stock of what they have lost can barely hold back their tears. Oh my goodness, no. Okay. So 1 is buy something, discard 1 silver, draw 3 items, gain 1 of them, and discard the rest. I can also buy some universal equipment, discard 2 silver, gain secret card 103, adventuring kit, only if you don't have it, then choose again. Buy retired tamer's memento, discard 5 silver, goodness gracious, a powerful artifact to empower your creature, gain secret card 104, empowering band, if only you don't have it, then choose again. Do not have 5 silver, I only have 1. Speak to Slade, ask people about creatures, or leave. Okay, what should we do? Should we speak to Slade, the librarian, or should we ask people about the creatures? I mean, it's a pretty obvious reference, exactly. Yeah, what's up with that? Are they clones? I think so. No one laughs and no one smiles. Sounds like London, UK. Right, Nat? Because every reviewer I've watched so far on this has brought it up. Yep, exactly. And those videos are posted on their crowdfunding page. Yep, exactly. I think the creators probably like it, because I do think it's something that has drawn people to this game for sure, because so many people have loved the Pokemon franchise and love that concept of like catching all of the different creatures. I think it's a fun concept. So I'm assuming they're fine with it. I actually love Awakened Realms. The Great Wall is definitely top 5 game for me. Ooh, I do want to try the Great Wall, actually. That one sounds really good, and I've heard a ton of people talk about it. Nat, which one should I do? Should I speak with the librarian or ask people about creatures? This is definitely a lighter game than what Awakened Realms is used to producing. Yeah. I do think it's good for them to have this like lighter type of game though. It really opens up their audience to more of like a wide variety of people. So I think it's great for them. Talk to the librarian. Okay, let's do it. So script 48. So if slot A is in token 3, or if token A is in slot 3, which it is, go to script 52. All right. Have you heard about the water? Slade asks. It was available for some time. Oh, yeah, it was available for some time. People were finally able to wash and stock up on potable water. What a bliss. Or what bliss. Oh my lord, English is hard. I'm not particularly fond of people with dirty hands touching my books. Yes, you reply, I know about the water. I helped return it. Did you? Slade smiles. Great, thank you. How can I repay you? You try to protest, but Slade keeps pushing gifts into your hands, some of which are tokens of gratitude from those he has sheltered. Gain 2 items. Flip token in slot 3 from A to B, repairing the machine with an engineer. Also help the librarian. Script ends. Okay, so this gets flipped. All right, and I gain 2 items. So let's gain 2 items. I gained herbs. During check, discard a card you just drew. And during combat, you may add 1 strength to your attack. So I got more red berries, and I got some herbs. English is hard. Most of the moments I also don't know how to word good. Yep. All right, so that's that. Script ends. Okay. So we could go to the tavern. The tavern is 22. We could go to the gates, 59, or we could go to the windmill for 50. I think I want to go to the tavern, so I'm going to go 22. The owners of the Shaded Tavern moved to the library with their supplies to help people seeking shelter in the bigger and more stable building. The tavern is left under supervision of the innkeeper's sons, twins boasting large mustaches. The tavern is almost empty. People aren't keen on sitting in a particularly flooded places. Only a few souls sit in the dark corners, whispering about the earthquake. You also spot Ida, a nasty bruise on her forehead. She wanders between the tables, spinning her tail to keep the morale of the survivors. She seems calm and composed, but you notice that she keeps glancing through the window. Choose one. Speak to Ida. Speak to the twins. Rest for a while. Or leave. I am going to speak to Ida, I think. So I'm going to go to script 30. Have you seen the sky, she whispers to you anxiously as you approach. It is so dark. It is a cloudy day, you try to reassure her. Still, it is much darker than it should be, she says. There are bad things happening here. Ominous things. Have you seen the shadow? Aw, she's so scared. What shadow? You avoid answering. You don't want to scare her anymore. I'm not sure I saw a gigantic shadow. I saw a gigantic shadow passing over the city. Place the wind token in front of me. You now know to fight against an elkthorn. Ah. Time goes down and this script ends. Okay. Oh, Lordy McGee. What now? So I will say I need to end the stream in about 10 minutes. So I'm just going to continue searching. If I get to another combat phase, I'm just going to end the stream there and then I'll finish it off of stream. But I feel like you guys have gotten a good gist of combat, how the combat works, as well as how the adventuring works and how you go throughout the scripts and go through the story and stuff. So I think eventually it just told me that I now know that I'm going to have to fight a monster. And I think it's going to be the elk something. I was hoping we were going to be able to fight the bulb. Elkhorn. Elkthorn. We're going to have to fight an elkthorn at some point. Because that's what they just mentioned in the book. Hello, Sky. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I've been having a very fun time with this so far. This has been a very great overview of the gameplay. Thank you, Nat. My group tends to enjoy crunchier euros, so they ate it up. Nice. Yeah, so I was hoping just with this, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stream the whole thing because it does take a little bit to go through each of the scenarios. I would say that each scenario is probably going to take you, 2 to 3 hours to go through. I think scenario 1 took me about 3 hours, and that was me learning the game, and I also didn't have like a stream to keep an eye on, so. That's a good question, Adam. Adam asked, do you know if the elemental types of creatures give advantage over other elements, like in Pokemon, like water being strong to fire? I would maybe think so. I haven't really gotten too much into the combat. I've only done 3 combat sections, so it would be really cool if that's the case. But I don't know. As far as I can really think about like the abilities and the cards and stuff, maybe as you go throughout it will come out more, but as of right now I don't think it's like too affected by the elements. I think it would be really cool, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I've played it enough to really figure out like the meta and stuff with the cards and gameplay. Okay, so I am going to, what did I decide I was going to do? Have I gone to 12 yet? Yes, I've already gone to 12. I think I'm going to go to 50. So I'm going to go to this windmill up here. Yes, thank you, Jenna. It was cool to see it in action. No problem. I hope so. Yeah, perhaps it comes out in the cards, like you say. Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, I do think that like more mechanisms and stuff are introduced as you go throughout the game. I could be wrong, but I do think that it like evolves. So the first like 2 scenarios that I've done, I don't know if it really shows, but maybe. I really hope so, because I think that would be really cool. Okay, so I'm going to go to 50. Ooh, okay. The wind riser is gone. So initially, Penny Rose. Can you shush? Can you guys hear Penny? Okay. The wind riser was on the windmill here in the first scenario. So that's why it's saying the wind riser is gone. And the unattended turbine is turning lazily without any guidance from the air creature. So basically the air creature was like in charge of the turbine. And I think it ended up like going a little bit, not crazy, but it like went a little crazy. I'll just say that. The only traces of the wind riser are some trash and strands of grass scattered around. You could follow them, ... So I lose 1 time. I could lose an additional time to gain an item, but I think I'm fine. So then the script ends. Okay. So I think maybe I'll go back to the library, because I think we initially talked to Slade, so the librarian, but we could talk to the other people about the creatures. I think that was the other option. So let me go to 42. And then let's ask about the creatures. So I'm going to go to script 51. If the water or grass is in front of you, you've already spoken to these people, go to script 42. Otherwise, read on. The people gathered in the library gossip about the current events. A mother clutching a baby in her chest worries about the city's creatures. She heard that a furwing was spotted in the forest. A baker surmises that the creatures fled because of the earthquake. The previous tremor, much weaker, scared them greatly after all. This event now, it must have frightened them to death. Stocky worker with curly hair chuckles, serves them right, he says, and quickly adds, kidding of course. Someone else hopes the creatures will encounter a bulb instead. Oh, I love the bulb. It's so slow that they will have no problem. Don't say that, the mother interrupts. The bulb may seem clumsy, but it's a dire predator. Oh, shoot. So I'm going to lose 1 more. So after this script ends, I am going to have to go to secret 26. So I could ask about the bulb, which I obviously want to do, or I could ask about the furwing. We're going to ask about the bulb, which is 96. The bulb is a dangerous creature. No, he's not. He's the cutest boy. How could he be dangerous? We stand bulb in this house. We sure do. Penny is being grumbly. Also, Jenna, if you need someone to teach you the Great Wall, hit me up, and I am always up for playing that game. I'm not sure how great I am at teaching it, but it's a great time. Sounds freaking good, Kim. I would love that. I will definitely let you know. All right. The bulb is a dangerous creature. No. A warden in rumpled clothes says, it seems that he was working when the earthquake struck. It lurks in marshes and lakes, waiting for its prey to delve into its domain. But you should know that it will pursue you even onto dry land. And that's good. The bulb is much easier to confront there. Okay, so it's better when it's on land. Place the grass in front of you. You've learned about Blob's weakness. Heck yeah. This script ends. So, when the script ends, we are out of time. So now I have to flip over secret number 26. You did what you could to help Kerberg struck by the powerful quake. But it is time to find the missing creatures. The longer they are in the wilderness, the more likely they will be harmed by predators. Go to script 61. Okay, let me do this. 61. You can't tell how much time has passed since you started wandering around the city, trying to help those in need. You are exhausted. You head towards the gate, thinking about the missing creatures. You must find them. Discard secret number 26. It's a secret that you just drew. So I'll discard that. I gain 1 fatigue. Oh my goodness. How many freaking fatigues are we gaining? And then go to script 62. If there is a token in each of the slots, 3, 4, and 5, go to script 60. Unfortunately, we only got 1. If at least 2 tokens are in 1, 2, and 3, which there's not. Otherwise, go to script 65. Oh boy. If token B is in slot 5, no, 7, it is not. Otherwise, read on. If you have secret card 27, treasure, use it immediately. Do I have treasure? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Discard secret. I'm confused. Discard secret from the event slot, if any, which there's not. Close the map and shuffle the discard in. Shuffle the discard into the item deck. Okay, so it was if I had. Shuffle the discard into the item deck. Okay, so I discarded items. I was so confused there for a second. Okay. And then go to script 64. All right. The first thing you see when you leave the city is a large arrow left on the ground, as you presume by the rangers. This time you won't have to track the creatures, fortunately. Following the rangers' markings, you arrive at their makeshift camp. It's not looking well. A wounded man, Harlan, lies on a stretcher and a bruised water creature curls up next to him. Oh, that's so sad. Another ranger approaches you, his face stern. The creatures are east of here, hidden on an old tree. But there's a problem. The area belongs to several predators. With them there, the creatures won't climb down, and we are all in danger without our experience. You can see the results of an elk thorn ambushing us. You nod and consider your situation. 1, you must get rid of the predators. Intimidating or defeating one of them should be enough to scare the others as well. 2, you must calm down and escort the wind raisers to safety. It probably won't be easy. You've already seen how they behave when they are scared. You must hurry and not dawdle. Dawdle. You go towards the glade indicated by the rangers. Hint. Tracks on the map may lead you to predators' lairs. Oh. Okay. Open map 4. Play secret card 18 face down on the event slot. Select the time marker. Place it on 2. Okay. So at this time, I would then go into another map. So I would be going to map number 4, which look at how freaking beautiful this is. Wow, wow, wow. So I would then be placing this down, and then I would continue my adventure into that area. I would place down secret card 18, and then if any of these are in front of me, read the following text. So I would read the 2 texts here, and then I would begin exploration. So I think this is a good spot to end. I am going to finish this up probably when Francis and I get home tonight. I will probably finish this up. I can't get over how pretty this is. This is freaking gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. I cannot wait to see the final version of this. It's going to be so good. But anyways, that is going to be everything for today's stream, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed. And eventually find another creature to combat/tame. Exactly. So I think I would eventually either find the bulb or I would find the elk thorns. One of those, and then I would go into combat. And then I believe, I'd maybe go into more exploration. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure after the combat, that would be the end of that scenario. So, yes. Hopefully this kind of gave you guys just a little look at how the combat works, how the exploration works, the story, how you kind of go throughout it, and give you a good feel as to if this is something that you would want to back and if it's something that you feel you would enjoy. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Nat, Kim, Stacy, Adam, everyone else that is here. Sky, thank you so much for joining. Anybody else in and watching, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thanks, Jenna. No problem. Thanks so much, Jenna. I'm more confident to back this now. Looks fun. I really like this. It's definitely like a very different game for me, but for some reason when I saw the front of the box and kind of just like the premise behind like fighting the different creatures and then eventually like taming them and adding them to your roster, it just got me. And like the whole deck construction stuff is really cool with each of the different creatures. You can kind of construct each of their decks in different ways. I think it's very, very cool and something that I'm really interested in. So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed. Have a good evening. You as well, Nat. Thank you so much for joining. Showed it off wonderfully. Thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate that. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy your plans with Francis. Give Penny and a Walt an ear scratch and a treat for us. I will definitely do that. Thumbs up, y'all. Thanks, Jenna. Thank you so much, Danny. Thanks so much for joining. The box cover threw me off at first. It does look very scary. Like, it's such a cool box cover, but it looks very intense. And then you look at like all of the cute little creatures and stuff, and like the art in this is just, ooh, chef's kiss. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Francis and I are going to go to the mall now. We're going to have some mall food for dinner. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to get some Halloween costumes, some Lord of the Rings costumes. And what else are we going to do? Oh, I'm going to see if I can get a new cell phone because my contract is up. And yeah. Appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your Thursday. And I will see you in my next video. Should be out sometime this weekend. And then I will also be streaming the White Castle over on Twitch on Sunday for Solo Sunday. So yeah, if you guys want to see how that plays, definitely recommend coming and checking it out. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your Thursday and have a good rest of your week. Bye.